Hey, did you know Arizona is one of the fastest growing states in the United States of America? That's right. So you found the right place. CorpNation, my name is Alan, and this is how to start an LLC in Arizona, the complete 2026 guide. So let's walk you through that. So entrepreneurs are growing and scaling in Arizona. It's a great place to be if you're doing business. So you want to make sure that you do business well, right? And that first step of doing business well, getting that LLC. So what is an LLC? It's a limited liability company. Notice it's not a corporation, but it has some really good protection for you as an entity setup, right? It's better than a sole proprietorship, better than a partnership if done correctly. So it's a legal business structure that combines the liability protection of a corporation with the simplicity. Oh, I love that word simplicity, don't you? Because how many of you know that sometimes life gets crazy, it gets filled up, it gets busy, it gets complicated? LLCs are simpler, right? So this way, your home is protected, your car is protected, your assets are protected as you run your business, okay? Now, for business owners, this is important, right? Because you want that protection. Now, it does have a pass-through taxation. We'll talk more about that in another video. Or if you need a one-on-one call with one of my representatives, you can just give us a call. Flexibility on the management structure, so it's easier to run and set up than a corporation, which makes life perfect, right? So it's easier to maintain. Now, I want to go through this step-by-step guide, now that you know what an LLC basically is, and I want to go through the things that you need to do to get this thing going, right? This business, this dream that you've had. So number one, you got to choose the name for your LLC. And you got to be careful choosing that name because there's certain things you cannot do in Arizona. You cannot put the word bank in it. You cannot use the word deposit or trust or insurance. So these things are important, right? Knowing the name that you need to use. Now, this is not an exhaustive list. Otherwise, we might be here for a while as we go through everything exhaustively. But we're going to go ahead and continue to dive through. So make sure you know that when you go with us, we're going to walk you through that process, help you choose that right name. The beautiful thing about that is if you choose the right name, here's a good tip. Don't choose something that's so hard to spell they can't find you on Google and they can't type in your URL or your website because they don't know how to spell the word Phoenix or architectural, right? So make it easy for them. Step number 2, appoint a registered agent. Every LLC in Arizona is required to maintain a registered agent, and it cannot be a P.O. box. Has to be a place where someone's there from 9 to 5. Someone can check and receive mail for you in your stead. That, are you ready for this? That can be served in your place or sued in your place. Well, they're not sued in your place, they're served because you're being sued. But let's not go there because that's not going to happen because you're going to run your business good because you are going to be in a good ecosystem. Now, so that's what your registered agent does. They basically receive legal paperwork for you. Step number 3, file your articles of organization. An LLC files organizations, a corporation files incorporations, right? So what is that? Well, let me talk to you about that for a minute because this has to be filed for your LLC to actually be legit. And when you file that, that's not the end. Let me take you over here. I want to show you something on our website, okay? So when you go to our website, you go to CorpNation.com, and you're going to go here, you're going to hit get started, and you're going to click on LLC. And when you click on LLC, that's going to take you right here to this page, right? So I want to make sure that you're here at this page. And then once you're here, then check this out. You're going to see our 3 packages. That first package is here, $149. That includes your articles of an organization, what you need to start your business. The next thing is a custom operating agreement. You're going to need that. I'll tell you why. I'll go in deep dive in just a few moments. Your EIN guidance, because you need that. We'll talk about that in a minute. Your annual compliance, your registered agent, and 100% digital gets emailed to you. You take that to the bank, you go to town, and we'll go into detail in a minute on that one. On your full package pro, you get all that stuff, except we're going to file the EIN for you so you can open a bank and those kinds of things. You need to, we're going to give you 60 days registered agent to help you out, guide you on that, custom operating agreement, annual compliance reminders, and watch this. There's a variety of other things I want you to see. Check out this package because this is awesome, all right? So when you go here, look at all the bonuses you get that you do not get in the starter package. Now, I get it. If you don't have a lot of cash, get that starter business going. We get you rolling, get you moving forward, get you making money so you can level up to the next phase of your business. But check this out. So this is what's cool. What our competitors don't do. premium business kit with essentials. Look, this is what you get. It's not digital no more. Look at this is the CorpNation one, right? You open it up. Comes with all your paperwork laid out. Comes with your corporate seal. Everything you need, operating agreement, everything spelled out for you perfectly. That comes with this. Your custom corporate binder, custom corporate seal. I'm not going to go through all the details, but don't forget, go to our website and check that out. But look at these even more bonuses that you need to know about. Free corporate reminders so that you don't get lost in the minutia of work and life. You get these reminders. You always check them from CorpNation because we're going to give you the data you need to keep everything compliant and running smooth. Now, this is what I love. You ready for this? Free expertly written book on how to utilize your LLC for max tax savings. Check that out. And access to our elite courses, things like building and scaling your business, including the exclusive CorpNation Business Crash Course. You're getting access to that, ladies and gentlemen. So you'll want to get that, Foundations for Starting, Growing, and Scaling Your Business, and priority email and priority support. Now watch this, ladies and gentlemen. This is crazy. When you go with our Enterprise package, now this thing is off the hook because you're going to get some great stuff. Watch this. Boom. Not only do you get everything in that other package, but even more bonuses. And you're going to have to go through that and check it out. I don't want to take time going through all that right now because I'll keep you here for a long time. But this is nothing but good stuff. All right, so this brings us back over to here, filing those articles of incorporation. That's the third thing, right? You have to pick a good name. Make sure that name's right. Like we talked about, it's going to be registered. Your address is going to show up there at the state so people can find you. So you can't use a P.O. box. You might consider a registered agent. Your registration agent's name and address is going to be listed there. The names of your members, purpose, all that kind of stuff. Yes, that's right, the purpose, okay, of your business. Now, the beautiful thing about Arizona is this. It only costs $50 in state fees because you notice when I showed you the prices, it was our price plus the state fees. And that's good, right? Some states are as high as $500. Good thing you're doing it in Arizona. Step number 4, create an operating agreement. Look, if the sun is beating down in Arizona and you're hitting 119, you might want to put that car that has aging paint under a garage because it's not protected unless you get some kind of protective seal. It's the same thing. When you start an LLC without an operating agreement, you're just the same as a sole proprietor. You are not protected, ladies and gentlemen. You want to make sure that you have all the maximum protection you can get to protect your assets, your home, and all your stuff is protected against any kind of lawsuit or problems. That's what an LLC does if done right, okay? Now, think about this. Number 5, obtain your employer identification number. In the other 2 packages, we take care of that for you. We file that with the federal government. We get that thing so you can start your bank account, hire employees. You obviously pay state taxes or federal taxes. Now, your state taxes are only like 2.5%. So Arizona, you're killing it. You're doing great, right? File federal and state taxes. Apply for business licenses and permits and stuff like that. Also, you need an EIN to establish business credit. Number 6, open a dedicated business account, okay? That paperwork, you just grab that binder, you walk it in, boom, okay? They set you up with your bank account and you're ready to go. Easy peasy, right? We'll guide you through that depending on the package you pick. Number 7, obtain required business licenses and permits. Some states require a business license in every city, some in every county. Some can go statewide. You're going to need to check with your state. We can see here basically in Arizona, what we do know is that most states actually require you to have a business license. So if you work in most cities require a business license. So if you work in 3 or 5 or 10 different cities, you have to have one for each city, and each one costs about $100. So you start off in your one local city, wherever you're located at, and then you build and grow, and as you build and grow, you add these on. Hey, that's the price of doing business, but guess what? You're going to be making great money, so no worries there. Let's get that business growing and scaling, okay? And the beautiful thing is it opens you up to an SBA loan, Small Business Administration, so you can get good loans to grow and scale. Number 8, maintain annual compliance. Well, with all 3 of our packages, we're going to remind you of that. We know that life can get difficult, it can get chaos, and it can get busy. So we're going to remind you, hey, you need this done. Do you want us to take care of it? This is the cost. Your first year is taken care of with us, so you are golden, right? But you have to do that every year because if you don't, your business can go out of compliance. So again, $50 to set it up for state fees, plus our fees, pick your package that you want, and then your state income tax is only 2.5%. So Arizona, you're killing it, guys. That is wonderful. Obviously, there are states with no state income tax, like Florida and a couple others, right? But you got a good one, because California, 13.3%. Ow, man, that'll kill you, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, that is what you need to know. And I want to say one last thing. Why CorpNation opposed to any other entity out there? Well, a couple of reasons. One, everything is done here in the United States of America. Nothing is farmed out to any other country or any other group of people outside of us. All your data is obviously kept HIPAA compliant and protected. And here's the other thing. We're one of the only agencies where you can give us a call and we can set you up with a meeting with one of our people, or you can have some basic consulting, okay? We answer the phone. That's very important. And finally, last thing, hey, don't forget, we want to help you get this established. Let's get you rolling. Alan here, CorpNation. Take a look at our website. Give us a call if you have any questions. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.